Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Build a House number 1. Because, why not? I might just call it Let's Build a House because, let's be honest, who cares about the number? Even though it is obviously my first one. For some reason I thought my view was weird. What we're going to be doing today is like room planning, I guess. We're going to be planning out the actual house itself, deciding on a couple of materials and that kind of stuff. We're not going to really dive into interior. I think what I'm going to do is just go like texture crazy and see what I can come up with to make it better. I am actually going to grab a block of emeralds. There's my emerald. And do like a little front porch area. Actually, I want a grey. Don't want a block of emerald. Did that before, but grey, like grey wool, or should I go for? Oh, you can even go for the new gravel. Kind of looks kind of cool as well. So maybe I'll do that. You know, I'm going to be copying this anyway, so meh, it looks alright. I just think we needed something down here. You know, something. Probably not that, and actually not that at all. Like grey or stone or... I don't want to use my double stone slab because I like it now. Didn't really like the stone slab before, but I've spent so long on it, texturing wise. Even with its breaks and, you know, it's like little breaky bits and stuff, I don't know. I just like it now. I think I'm going to go for this because, yeah, it just borders nicely as well, doesn't it? So I think I'll go for that. It's nice and clean. So we're going to be doing room planning and having a look at things, and yeah, well, here's one of the ones that I just found on the internet. So we're going to just have a look at how this is actually done, and we're going to not do this because I don't really like it. I mean, we've got the pram here, we've got the stairs at the back. I don't really like that. I like the living room being on the side, and I think we need that. I think we need the kitchen at this back part, but I think that dining room will be on that circular bit. But this is just like a typical plan. That's basically why I've brought that up on my other screen. But yeah, what I'm thinking of doing, you know, living room. Right in here, living room. Easy, simple. I'm actually going to switch over. Probably, is Conquest of the Sun better? No, it's not at all. I think no shaders is better, you know, for once. Now, we are going to go for a typical wooden floor at the beginning. So I say that at the beginning because I want to have different like... I want this one not to be just like my other one. My other one was a bit boring. Didn't really stretch any of the boundaries, or it didn't really do anything at all, to be honest, other than just be basic. But we do need something just to put down. You know, we do need something just to put down. I think I'm going to go for, you know, try and change up things a little bit. Make it more realistic and all that kind of stuff, really. Now, we have to decide on how big we want this garage to be. Also, we need to put in like an extra block there, so it kind of grabs across, and probably do a nice little entranceway. But it depends on if we want a chair here. Probably do. So I don't know. Can't decide. But I think dining room will be like here. You know, we'll have an actual table in here. We'll have like a chair on this bit. We'll have chairs on the sides. Going across this bit, I think the kitchen area could be on this back bit, you know, maybe. I don't really know. It depends on the fire. Depending on what we do with the fire. Now I'm going to just drag it across with sandstone. Actually, I'm not going to use sandstone. I'm not going to use that at all. I'm going to have a look at... it depends what kind of rooms we want to go for. If we want to go for like a grey, or if we want to go for like a white with grey, you know, like have white on the bottom and then have grey on the top. But if we do that, we're going to have to then border every single wall. Which, I mean, it's doable. You know, why have I got it the other way around? Somehow I've done it the other way around. Well, it is doable, isn't it? You know, if we did this and we had every single wall like that. But it depends. Now, this is where I will fall right down, and I know that I'm not good at them, so that's fine. But I think for now we'll just use sandstone and see how it is. I'm just going to switch through stuff. So I think a central corridor type room. You know, like you go into a little bit here and then you walk through, and maybe even you do have some sort of archway. Now we can do stuff with biomes for this too. So and also I need to put in a ceiling. That ceiling will be clay. I like the clay texture, just normal clay. We're going to put in the clay texture for a ceiling. And this is where I didn't think about. And here too, didn't I? Now that's already a problem that I didn't even think about that. Now actually I'm going to leave that. I'm going to leave that like that. It'll look alright. this bit will look a little bit strange, but those will look alright bordered by it. It might add in another bit of colour, so I'm not too bothered about those. Surprisingly, and we can always do other stuff as well. We can actually just leave them in there, but I think that might improve it. I'm going to say it's going to improve it. So we'll see. We'll see if it actually does or not. It doesn't really matter. We've got to try and do it. Now that's because of medieval building. That is definitely medieval building that's going to like screwed that up already. If we're already doomed, but we're not at all. They'll be fine. I think that'll look okay. Which yeah, it does. It doesn't look bad at all. He's still got the arches and everything, so I'm happy with that. I don't know what I'll do upstairs, but I'm happy with that part of it anyway. Now this bit, I have no idea what to do this, but I might even leave that in there and just see. Now we've got space for lights up there, so I need to remember that for that little bit there. Now I've got this going all the way up. Now whether we have an actual furnace or not furnace, a chimney, and actually have a fire, I don't really know. We don't have to. It can actually be just an outside detail. It shouldn't really be. Do we really want that? Yeah, we probably do. It doesn't, it shouldn't really be. I don't like doing the kind of emptier stuff like that, but it can be. Right. Anyway, before I get completely distracted, I think just having, a simple, something that goes on along the lines of these, like very open, is what I mean. So you go through like a little hallway, and then you're into this room, and then this room could have that like white or something, in here, and there's white room. I mean, it can be all white if I really wanted it to, and just have like these bits in just randomly. But I don't think that looks good. There's too much of the sandstone around to actually properly pull this up. It would take quite a while to get all that done, but I mean we could. Now if I did that actually, and if I did build that one up, it means I can push this one back to here, which gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is quite good, because then you can give a proper sized couch with the proper back bit as well. If you obviously not doing it this way, but doing the whole back thing that I've done before, and having a TV, which might be quite nice. So I think that size-wise works. I still don't like what I've already done with it. So I'm going to have a look at a couple of like pictures. I've got some pictures on the side, just to see what I really want to do. It's always difficult because there's so many different ways you can do things. But I might go with like a grey and then actually have white pillars or something, and that might look a bit better because then we can use quartz and we can use a different material. So I might do that and actually like this, and then have those go around, but then have like white grey borders and things. So I don't know, this might work. Now that wall is going to be a pain. That wall is going to be a pain in the ass, and there's no real way I can get rid of it. Oh dear, but I think we'll just, we'll make do. Now that one actually have there, and then have that bordering there, and then actually have a white, or we can just go for grey. I think actually white, just white, not even quartz, just white, just some wool, like this. Now we could obviously push back this wall, but I don't really want to. So that looks okay. It's not perfect, and this wall is a bit hideous color-wise, but we're kind of stuck unless we we expanded it that side. And if we did that, then these windows don't really work, which is again a pain in the ass, but that's how it is. So that at least gives us that. Now, do we want to have it quite open onto the dining room? And the answer is probably going to be a yes. So what we'll do is we'll also have this quite open here and do the same kind of archy type thing. So we can have like the TV on this side. Now I can't remember how big my TV is, but this might work out quite nicely, depending on how that actually works out perfectly. Okay, that's really good. So that means that our actual TV itself, the wall one, works out absolutely perfectly right in the middle of this, which is really good. Gets lots of natural light on each side, and then we actually have, you know, the stuff there. That's lucky. That's not. that's literally just luck. Now this bit here, where we've actually got the garage, what I'm going to do is have a look at one of the cars that, for example, we might put in there. We might put one of Zaris' cars in. We might put one of Jag's in. But that's a really long one. I want to grab a typical one. Probably one of these. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks in total. So about 7 by 3 is what we're looking at as far as size goes. So that means that we need at least, you know, 7 from that door to make this look realistic. Now I'm going to grab a light. I'm just going to throw it in the ceiling. Because the good thing about not having shaders, can't believe I just said that, is that, you know, your lighting's better. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's kind of like our minimum. Now we could. I do want to have more stuff in the roof. Like I want to have, you know, beams going across. I want to have supporting equipment on there and all that kind of stuff. We don't really want that there though. Not really. Don't know how open I want this bit either. But I think the stairs will go up here. That'd be a nice place for stairs to go up if we can fit them up there. So that would work, yeah. Something like that, or actually there would work really nicely across that. Right, now that's just going there. Okay, so if we do that's there, and I don't like having empty holes in the floor either. I'm just going to build this up to here, and that can go up to there or something. You know, it doesn't necessarily matter too much. Well, that can. That's where I'm going to need that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I need to build this pillar, so it will be off the angle, but that doesn't necessarily matter too much. Again, there's not too much we can do about these. Sometimes I'm just going to leave it like that. Say over here as well, even if it is flowing up. Now we want that back wall. Now we could obviously as well, as this is an internal wall, do other detail-y type stuff with it, but there we go. Right, do this there, and then I have to fill in those. It's expected, so it's fine. There we go. Okay, now that'll mean that put in, you know, our layer of ceiling like that. And now I want to kind of move around this room a bit. Now I don't know what we're going to actually have in here, but we need to have like a kitchen. Now I don't want to have it too open. I do want to have an entrance going into it, so I do want to have something here. I don't really want to walk right into. You wouldn't really walk right into a house to have like just everything being shown, would you? At all? So we need to really think about, you know, where this is going to go and where everything else is going to go. So maybe we have like an entrance here, and then border this up like that, and that can just fit underneath the stairs. And this can also go across here and do those bits, and then we can even have that there. Now whether we want these stairs then to wrap around and go up, which could be quite a nice idea. So if we grab our stairs, and we're just going to play around with a couple of ideas, and I'm going to make sure this is all bordered properly. So maybe we go up to here, then we just, you know, hit a block obviously, and that turns around this way. So maybe that will work quite nicely. Now we have to go up quite a bit, and then that'll bring us to here. That means we can have a room on this side, have a room, you know, behind it. So maybe it'll step into here. We can have the bathroom here, and actually that works really nicely with the style that we're going for to get really what we want. I don't think we can go even more than that, can we? I think that's literally, yeah, that's our furthest point. So we'll just have like something like this. I'll probably knock out one of those and put in just a stone slab or something. I typically try to do stuff like this to make it a little bit smoother. So there we go. I might even just leave that instead. I'll, you know, knock these back, or let's just leave that. So there we go. So then we get these, and we can just put in this. So down, do the same over here, and maybe even there. So that'll wrap around. We'll just get those like that. And then we'll of course have a balcony, or not really balcony, a set of iron bar type materials or something like that. It really does depend, you know, it does depend. And that'll go into here, which is quite nice. Right, so that's kind of given us a very basic kind of shape. It does look a little bit weird so far because of, obviously the walls aren't quite right. We could, it's a shame we can't, without making that look crap, that's the problem. So we are stuck there, and we don't really want to push that wall back either. We don't really want to do that with that wall either, because that'll just waste it. We can put in a cupboard here, for example. We also need to figure out a way, not into there, but into the garage. So maybe this can just be the entrance to the garage, you know. Keep it very simple, and that'll be the actual way in. So it works. So there we go. I'll keep that for the time being. Right. And that'll probably be, depends what it's going to be. Okay, so colour-wise, it's okay. I hate this fence now. Oh dear. This is the good thing about me, is that sometimes I just like really hate something. I think we will just go like just basic fence, or some sort of. I think I need to have a look at what we can create. I need to watch some videos on interiors. Oh, for sure. But I mean, I like these arches at least, and I like this. Like how that would then go into this bit, which is very open. And we can have the entire. We can maybe even have like a fire here. Well, we have a fire there. The kitcheny bit over on this side. Maybe even. Now, why would I have a fire? Why would I have a fire? I'd probably have like a sitting room or something, and that'd be a separate room usually. So whether we want to, I realise that we're not great on time at the minute, because it seems to go on a lot longer than I expected. Right. Oh, I don't want to do that. I want to do it this way, don't I? You know, whether I wanted to do something like this, keep it very open. Have the entire kitchen in here, this area here, and then have that open, or have a storage room there. Then have this as a sitting like tea room, like that. It's very English. That is very English, having a tea room, but I mean, there's something like that, and then we got at least got an alcove in there. So I mean, but compared to the other house, colour-wise, it's just a shame I can't. It's a shame we can't paint walls, really. That would be awesome if we could. Mojang, please let us have the paint. Let us have paint. Now, does that look all right? I don't really like how it looks here. I'm actually gonna remove these and put in these blocks. So yeah, that's a little bit better, I think. It's difficult to tell though. Okay, so we'll have this for now. It's the like very grey-ish material-wise. I'm just flicking through some pictures again, but I think what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to look at a ton of pictures, see what I can come up with, and see what I can design, and probably watch some nice videos on like interiors and stuff, because I have no idea at all. But at least I like these stairs. You know, compared to the stairs we had before, they're a lot better. This is very, very open. You know, you go into the house, it's very open. You got the garage in here. I mean, I could easily sort this garage out and make it look awesome. So at least that's good. This room, I like how the TV sits there. I quite like how this wall is, you know, a bit empty. We can then ornate this a little bit. It's going to look very fancy, and then this is very open. This would be lush if you're actually living here. This would be absolutely amazing. You know, just sitting there for dinner and stuff, just to be able to look out, especially if it's sunny. And yeah, the sun lounge bit out there. So I don't know, it's looking all right, I'd say. Wouldn't you? I don't know. Let's have a look at it with depth of field shaders, because we can. Let's go for a wander. There we go. So the actual house, I'm better than the outsides. There we go. Yeah, it looks alright. Yeah. I still don't like this wall, so I might keep that in mind for future ones. Now, I know what I can do in the future for other ones that are better, so we'll look at that. But I think we will this back wall being like this, because that's more important than what we've got in the garage, really. And I don't have to have the door in the hallway to that bit, but it actually does make sense, doesn't it? If you did park your car inside the garage and you didn't want to go, you know, out, then this kind of makes sense to go into the hallway. So then you got the choice of wherever you want to go. So that does make sense. Now I'm actually going to destroy this, and maybe we could even do it on this wall as well, can't we? So we don't need that to be. Yeah, we can instead have grey down here, and you know, the walls that we don't need to do, we'll keep like that. So there we go, that looks good at least. And then it's just these necessary walls. I think we also need to do something with this porch area. It's like a bit bland. But that at least looks good. Then you got like this wall that goes in. Put that in there for now. We can fix some of this top bit if we need to. But that gives us all of the bits that we can do about punching through walls, which is a bit of a shame. But material-wise, it doesn't clash too much. It would have just been nicer to have this room. Unless you're supposed to build rooms around it. I don't know. We'll see how it goes, guys. You know me. I'll just kind of wing it until something happens. So, thanks very much for watching, guys. I'll see you on the next one.